This video will show you how to create a trench blasting drill plan. There's two ways to go about creating this drill plan. One way is you can go into the drill plan manager and say create trench blasting drill plan, or you can find a line or an alignment and just click on it and create a plan. So if I zoom out here, you can see I've got a corridor, but you can see the center line of that corridor, this black line, and I'll just tap it. And I get the option to create a trench blasting drill plan. So I'll click that. And you can see here, this is the exact same page that I'd be brought to if I went through the drill plan manager route. So right on the first line, it's saying, what line do I want to create my trench blasting drill plan along? So I've chosen the super road, but if I click in this box, I can choose the other lines that are in this design. This will get auto-filled with the start and end station of my line. I can limit this by changing my start or end station. So say I just want to create my drill plan up to station 250. I'll come down here. It's saying how many lines to the left. Say 1. I'll leave it at 2 lines to the right. It's saying my spacing left. I'll leave that at 1 meter, and I'll leave the spacing right at 1 meter. And then my delta hole orientation, I'll leave that at 0. And by default, if I leave that at 0, my hole orientation is just going to follow along my line that I selected. For inclination, I will put that as 10 degrees. And for my row spacing, this is going to be my spacing forward and back along that line. I will put that to 3 meters. Now these settings down here, I've got the option to stagger my holes. So instead of having all my holes evenly spaced in a grid, I can actually stagger each row for better blasting. And I have the other option to use the center line. So if I leave this unchecked, that line that I selected won't have any holes on it. But if I do want to create holes along that line, I will enable that. For sub-drilling, I have the option to use a factor of row spacing or a blast hole constant. I will enter a 1 meter sub-drilling, and for my blast hole diameter, which is for reporting purposes, I'll leave it at 76 millimeters. Hit accept, and there you can see my drill plan. Hit accept again, and now if I zoom in, you can see that that drill plan was built along that line, and instead of following that whole line which goes to station 1700, it's only going to station 250.